I believe that classical art of any kind broadens the knowledge of a person about the culture of a nation and the vivid history that surrounds it. When you're dancing, you're not just dancing to a music or a tune. When you're dancing, you're encasing 100 or 1,000 year old culture of that nation. And with that dance, you're trying to narrate a story or show a feeling. Words can be powerful, but dance can be mesmerizing and it sinks in your soul.
I was studying at the University of Toronto and I saw a Kathak concert of a former student of Pandit Chitresh Das. And I was really struck by the storytelling. I was struck by the spins and the fast footwork and then the stopping on a dime. And it was something I had never seen before. And I thought, oh, I'll try it out. It looks like fun. And it happened to be that the Kathak teacher in Toronto was bringing our Guruji to Toronto, and he was giving a workshop that fall. So that was my first experience in the dance, and it pretty much blew me out of the water. When you are really, really in the moment, can just transport you. And that sort of transportation is something that I think is what people need every day in their life, and they don't get.
I think for me, music and art or dance, that's the important part, is that we remind the listener of something special within themselves, because that's what art does. I mean, I'm doing this for like almost 43 years now on a daily basis. What it's done to me, how it's transformed my life, it kind of gave me impetus to look at the world in a different way. After, I spend hours and hours, like trying to figure out notes and all that. But somehow that, kind of awakened in me questions about everything else. What's my relationship? What is, just astronomy, mathematics? How does mathematics work? How does it relate to what I'm doing? Because I see vibration everywhere. Pandit Ravi Shankar said it nicely once, whenever I quote him. He says, in every note of every raga, there are thousands of years of search of our people. And you keep searching. He said, and I'm getting goosebumps and I'm trying to quote him. He said, your search continues and you begin to feel something. He said, sometimes you can almost touch it, but you can never hold on to it. And that search keeps you going as an artist,
Growing up, I've danced on and off. I've dabbled in other forms of dance, whether it's hip-hop or modern, or even Bollywood style dancing, but the classical art form has this specific place in my heart. Not just because I enjoy it, but because it gives me this vehicle to not only express myself, but also to express the many parts of my culture and my history that people don't usually get to see. When I discovered Navatman, it was many years after I had given up on finding my niche, I guess you could say. And when I came to Navatman, I just, let out this sigh, like, finally I found something and a place where not only do they value Indian classical arts as much as I do in its purest form, but they are able to teach it to you and integrate it into your everyday life in a way that's malleable to being a modern working individual who's trying to just be a part of society and also hold on to this passion. When I got to Navatman, personally, my journey completely took a different turn. Up until then, when I learned classical, I was just learning a dance form. And when I came to Navatman, it became a journey in which I was learning about myself.
Navatman feels like a family now. We are all a big joint family. Missing a class feels so painful now, as if I missed a visit to home. So Navatman has always been very welcoming. It has always been so encouraging and accepting. Teachers don't discriminate. Every talent pool is equal and everyone has the opportunity to grow. Everyone is so nice to each other and everyone is so encouraging. The motivation, the energy, and the goofing around during practice makes me feel I belong. I belong to this fun-filled group of people where there is no judgment and everyone is equal.